Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's professional development session, Engaging Video Discussions in Canvas with Flip, which used to be Flipgrid, if you've used it before or heard of it before. Changed the name a few months ago, they did. And of course, students immediately started making jokes about flipping one another off and things like that. So perhaps they might have considered before they changed the name, but it's still a wonderful, engaging discussion tool. This is an enhancement, if you will, or an enhanced version of the discussion topics that we have available in Canvas, bulletin board-like systems where people can post information or statements or text, graphics, video, and so on that will be seen by the entire class. And then they can comment on each other's, reply to each other's posts, comment on each other's work. It's a great way to do class discussions in an online asynchronous course where students are never online at the same time except by accident, and where the work is done strictly on the student's own schedule. But these discussion topics are exceptionally valuable in any course, whether it be an online course, a face-to-face course, a hybrid, a HyFlex course, whatever. We never have enough time for class discussions in our live class sessions. And there are always some students who will monopolize the discussions and others who won't participate. These online asynchronous discussions can not only be far more extensive than anything we could ever afford the time for in class, but they also allow us to evaluate participation, to encourage participation by everyone. And it makes it much easier for students who are shy about speaking up in front of a class to participate, because they're participating, they're not participating while people are sitting there looking at them and apparently judging them or whatever. The online asynchronous discussion experience tends to be quite different and quite a bit more valuable than face-to-face discussions in many cases.
Right.
But the discussion topics in Canvas, of course, are really focused around text, where people type messages that are seen by everyone and shared with the entire class, and back and forth replies and comments and so on. And this is somewhat limited. The text is such a limited means of communication in a circumstance like this. It's much better if we can combine the advantages of face-to-face discussion, where people can see one another and see their body language, their facial expressions, hear the intonation of their voices, and recover all of that 70% of communication that's nonverbal, while still not having to be in the same room at the same time or the same Zoom meeting at the same time, and not having that reluctance on the part of many students to participate live. So including video posts in discussion topics is a great way to make the discussions more engaging, more valuable, and basically more fun for students and for us. You can do this with Canvas discussion topics quite quite well. The rich content editor in Canvas that students get when they go to post to a discussion topic in Canvas is perfectly capable of embedding video in all sorts of ways from all sorts of sources. And it even has recording tools built right into it. But it's just not as simple or as intuitive as it might be. And that's where Flip comes in, formerly Flipgrid, which it's been around for a while. I changed the name a few months ago. And Flip is a much more intuitive video discussion tool. It is asynchronous, unlike say Pronto, where a group of students can get together and speak to one another in real time, just as we're doing here on Zoom. By the way, I did mute everyone who had a little background noise there for a moment, but you can unmute yourself at any time and speak up. If you have a question, please feel free to do so. So it is much easier for the students to use. It's also exceptionally mobile friendly. And we know that quite a few of our students are taking their online courses or the online portions of their courses on their smartphones or their tablets, on their mobile devices. Many of our students don't have computers at home and may not have internet access in traditional home access ways. So it is critical that any tool like this be as mobile friendly as possible. And that's another place where Flip excels over the Canvas discussion topics, which are reasonably mobile friendly as well. But Flip is a lot more engaging, a lot friendlier, and just a lot more fun for students. So they're more likely to take advantage of it and enjoy the experience than the basic discussion topics built into Canvas. And probably the best thing about Flip is that it's free, and it's still free. It's been free all along. I'm not quite sure how they keep this going, but it is something that can be used by itself outside of Canvas if you wish, but you can greatly simplify the process of using it if you integrate Flip into your Canvas courses. We're going to see, that'll be one of the first things we see how to do this morning. So the first thing you will have to do, the students don't have to do this. Students don't need to have a Flip account, though they can get one. It's quite free. But if we use this through Canvas, they don't have to have a Flip account of their own, but you will have to have one. You can get there.
Dave,
Yes, please.
so if they want to post their own videos, do they have to create Flip account?
No. No. They just have to be enrolled in not the way I'm going to show you how to do it.
Okay.
All they have to be is enrolled in your Canvas course. Good question. Okay. To access Flip, all you have to do is web to flip.com. Very easy URL to remember. And here's your Flip homepage. Don't worry about all the stuff you see about join codes and so on. We're going to skip right around all that and have Canvas handle that stuff for us. You will have to sign up for a free Flip account. If I click here, since I already have a Flip account, it's just going to take me into my account. So I can't really show you that process here, but the sign up process is exceptionally simple. The easiest way to do it is to sign up using your Google or your Microsoft account. If you are continuously logged in on your computer to one or both of those, as most of us are, you can just allow Flip to use Microsoft or Google for authentication, and it creates you an account and you're ready to go. That's how I have mine set up here. Or you can set up a username and a password in a more traditional manner, and it's all free. Once you sign up, when you come back to Flip, then you'll log in. And if you have linked your Flip account, if you've created your Flip account by linking it to your Google or your Microsoft account, you'll just go right in. You won't even have to authenticate because your computer is already probably logged into your Microsoft account, at least, because of that gives us access to Office 365 now and so on. So you probably stay logged into your Microsoft account, even if you're on a Mac. And this, you'll just drop right into Flip. Otherwise, you'd have to enter a username and a password in the usual way. Your students are not going to have to do that. You're the only one who will have to authenticate with Flip, because there, once you integrate your Flip account with your Canvas course, Canvas takes care of authenticating the students' identities and so on. So no one but the students who are enrolled in your particular course will be able to access the Flip discussion topics that you create for that course.
And they can create videos.
I'm sorry?
They can also create videos.
They can also create video. We're going to see the process. They're going to be able to create video in the environment of a discussion topic, very much like the discussion topics in Canvas, where they can post videos for one another. Everyone can see the videos. Everyone can reply by posting their own videos. You can post videos for them on Flip if you participate in the discussion. So it's a way to share interaction back and forth via video with a very intuitive and engaging recording environment, which we'll see and play with. And we're going to have we're going to try this out today as we go along. But when you first log into Flip, if you have used it before, you will see a series of groups listed. In the context of using Flip in Canvas, each one of those groups represents a different course shell in Canvas. When you integrate Flip with a particular Canvas course, you automatically create a group for that course. So you don't have to manually create groups here. And each one of these groups will represent a separate course. One slight drawback to, in some ways it's a drawback to Flip, is that you have to recreate or you have to reintegrate Flip with each new course shell in turn. As you'll see, the process only takes a minute or two, but it is something you have to remember to do. And it's something you can't copy from one course to another, from one semester to another. So it requires an extra minute or two when you're setting up your course shells for the next semester. But you can use Flip in as many courses as you like, with as many students as you like. They can create as much video as they like, and it's all free. For now, at least. And it's been free for a long time. So each group represents a separate course. Within each course, you may have any number of discussion topics, just as with Canvas. You can have in your discussion board in Canvas, you can have as many different discussions, as many different topics as you like. Same with Flipgrid. And of course, these topics can be used along with discussion topics in Canvas. If you have a particular reason to do a particular sort of class discussion in Canvas, in the Canvas discussion topics, you can do that, but you can also use Flip. So it works together with the tools that are already built into Canvas, though it can pretty much replace them in many circumstances in terms of replacing the discussion topics in Canvas, if you so desire. Excuse me. All righty. I have a sandbox course put together for us today that we're going to use to play with Flip. And I have it set up for open enrollment so that anybody who wants to enroll in it can. And if you all wouldn't mind, it would enhance everyone's experience today if I could get you to enroll yourselves in that course. I'm going to give you the enrollment link for the course, or the access link for the course, in the chat tool here. As soon as I manage to type it out, you have a link there, a live link that you can click on that will take you to this course that you see behind me here. But you won't see the course yet. Well, actually, you will see the course, but you won't be able to participate in it until you join. There will be in the upper right-hand corner up here a link that says join this course. If you click on that link, you'll be prompted to log into Canvas, and then you'll be able to add the course to your Canvas dashboard. And access it that way. And we're going to be using this in a few minutes. You've got some time to do that. I'll give you a moment here. But you can also do it as we go along. But let me give you a moment here to do that. Let me look and see. Martina, you're there. Brenda, great. Let me know if you have any problems. Yes, you are, Martina. I'm looking here in the roster in Canvas. Any questions about that? Any problems?
Can you see me, Dave?
Let me refresh. Yeah, there you are.
Okay.
Oh, and Stan, Terrell, okay, great.
Sorry, I have a question, please.
Good.
Yeah, I tried to put the password, but it doesn't work. I don't know what the password they ask for here.
I'm sorry, I'd asked you for what?
They ask me for a username and a password to join
I
the.
think
Well, you do have to log into Canvas.
No, I'm in the Canvas. Yes.
Oh, you're in Canvas.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's why. Oh no.
Try clicking on the link in the chat again and going back in. It should not ask you for a username and a password to enter the course. But be sure that you are logged into Canvas yourself before you try to join the course. Otherwise, it will ask you to log in. The username and password is asking for your Canvas credentials.
Yeah, I have to log out and log in again.
Yeah. Won't hurt.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem. Excuse me, it's asking for a password.
Try your Canvas password
Okay.
and your Canvas user ID.
I'm in Canvas now.
Good.
Is there a particular course we need to go to in there?
It's that link that I put in the chat tool. If you if you click on that link, that'll take you directly to the home page of the course.
Okay.
That's the home URL for that particular course.
I am in right now. Okay, thank you.
Great. that's something that you can do for your own courses if you if you decide to. That is, you can make them accessible. If you want a development shell to use with a group of colleagues or students or whatever, that can be set up outside of the structure of a formal course. You can allow people to enroll themselves in a Canvas course site and use it to distribute information and so on. That's something we see. That's a value added use of Canvas that is very handy. Okay, great. I see a bunch of you in there. Wonderful. All right, we'll make use of that here in a little bit. For now, let's go back to our PowerPoint presentation, which I use simply to make sure that I don't forget. Marcy.
I'm in Canvas, but when I click on the join the course,
Right.
it comes up with a username and a password that's in here, but the password's not working.
And your Canvas password is not working.
I actually have to go in and see what my Canvas password is. Let me
I know that.
go back in and do that.
Because it's always, the browser remembers it for you.
Right, exactly.
Hmm.
It'll take me a second to
Well,
see
it's
if I
going to
can
be a
find
few minutes before we actually
Okay.
use this. I wanted to give people time to work out any issues like this. Yeah, you
Thank
may
you.
have to close the browser and then go back into Canvas login page, log in fresh, and then click on that link in the chat tool.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
try doing that. Thanks.
All right.
That's
Thank
exactly
you.
what I did, yeah.
Thank you.
While you are waiting, do we have a flex number?
Yes.
Can you
That
put in the
was,
chat?
in that email I sent. That
In the email, there's no flex number.
that last email, there isn't. The one I sent out last night. The
Oh,
flex
okay.
number's in there, but let me find that for you. That is, there we go. There they are. College Flex is 15770. And Continuing Education Flex is 26208. And you can award yourself 2 hours of flex credit when we're done. All right. This is just to make sure that I don't forget what we're supposed to be doing this morning. Okay, let's look at some things that you might do in setting up your Flip account. Your Flip account profile. You'll set up your personal profile and access credentials, and you'll probably want to check the default settings for the discussion topics in Flex. There are some behaviors that you may want to set up in advance. You do that by or from the page that you land on when you first log into your new account or your existing account in Flip. Let's bring that up here. And your personal account settings are accessed up here in the far upper right of the Flex or the Flip web page. And you just click on this little down caret here and you get your various areas of your account that you can access. We're not going to go through all of this, but you can click on your profile. And one thing you might want to do there is add a profile image for Flip. This is separate from any profile images you might have added to Canvas or Zoom or whatever. It's a separate system. So you just click the little pencil icon there, and you can set a display name. And if you click on the circle, which would not contain a profile image initially, you can click here and find an image from your
Dave, from the Canvas course, how did you go to Flip?
Oh, and I went to Flip by
Can you go back to Canvas course so I can see where you click?
actually we're not going to Flip from the Canvas course yet. We had to start off in Flip by just navigating to flip.com.
Oh, okay, okay,
Okay.
okay.
That's how I got to here. And then if I click on this image rectangle there, I can load an avatar image, profile image. It can be a photograph or it can be something more whimsical. Like got too many pictures here. My alter ego, Alfred. I bore a frightening resemblance to Alfred E. Newman when I was younger. So I can put any image in there that I like and save the changes. Why are you not letting me save the change? That's interesting. I don't have a Bitmoji avatar, so I'm not going to do that. Oh, it did change it. Flip's that way sometimes. You tell it to do something and it's not apparent that it's done it, but then if you back out and come back in, it's done what you asked it to do. One of the things you have to put up with sometimes vis-a-vis free software. But there, so you can very easily add a profile image. You can also go to your account settings here toward the bottom of this personal menu here, or account menu. And there are first your basic settings, most of which you would have entered as you created your Flip account, or would have, if you use your Google account or your Microsoft account to create the Flip account and link with the Flip account, much of this information is pulled directly out of your Google account or your Microsoft account. But you can always come in and change this or edit it. Put that in. And select things like what community. That's really, none of this is really necessary, but it can be useful under certain circumstances. And if you make a change, you can update that profile by clicking the Update Profile button here. You can link Flipgrid with your social media accounts if you like. I'm just not going to get into that here today. One thing you may well want to do is set the default settings for your discussion topics in Flip as they are created. Saves you having to make changes to them if you wish as you create them. You have the option to turn on moderation. If you get into a situation where maybe some of the videos get a little bit out of hand and you want to kind of cool the situation off a little bit, if you turn moderation on, the videos don't become visible to students in your Canvas course until after you okay them. That is turned off by default, and it's rarely, if ever, necessary, but it is an option you do have if things do get out of hand. You can also set the maximum recording time for a Flip video. Now, this Flip is really intended for short, sweet video communications, not for somebody to record tens of minutes of video. So the default maximum recording time is in fact 1.5 minutes. Now that seems a little limiting to me. So I usually set mine to 5 minutes. You can set it to as much as 10 minutes, and that's the most that anyone can, the longest video anyone can create. So you set that to what seems right for you and what works for you. You can allow both video and text comments on other people's posts, or video only, text only, or you can cut off commenting entirely if that meets your needs. The default is to have both video and text comments available or possible. And since these videos will be meant for consumption by a variety of students, some of whom may be hearing impaired or may have other disabilities that limit their ability to consume information through audio, through the audio track of the video. And because of this, is we're obligated to make sure that all of these flip video posts are captioned, and that is the default. You can turn captions off. You can, but you may not. They have to have the videos be captioned, except in a very unusual circumstance. And you can, of course, choose the languages, the language in which the videos will be captioned, depending on the language that you're speaking. If you're teaching a course in Mandarin Chinese, you could set the captions to be created in the simplified script for a Mandarin Chinese. So if you were teaching a language course or something like that, you have those options. A relatively limited number of languages, but that would cover most of the languages that we're going to encounter at the district. Though I see Tagalog is not there, which of course is a big group for us. But by default, and in the vast majority of cases, you're going to want the captions to be turned on and be US English. These captions will be created automatically. You don't have to do anything, and they're created quite rapidly, and they're quite accurate. There is a way you can go in and edit them if you need to, but that's generally not something you're probably going to do. So this makes Flipgrid accessible to students with hearing impairment and other vulnerabilities. And it also makes it a lot more useful for students whose primary language is not English, so that they can read the words as well as hear them in the video, and makes it much easier for them to communicate. Let's see, you can, for responses, you have a few options here. Everything is turned on by default except likes. If you want to turn Flip into something more like Facebook, you can turn that on as well. Wouldn't be my recommendation. And you can turn on or turn off certain features in the video recorder from here. They're all turned on by default, and that's usually going to be what you want. But if you've changed like the recording time, the default recording time, you'll need to update those settings. And finally, by far the easiest way, and let's go back to the PowerPoint for a second. By far the easiest way to utilize Flipgrid in a course at the San Diego district is to integrate Flipgrid with your Canvas course shell. And that's the next thing I'm going to show you how to do. It vastly simplifies Flip user management and access. If you integrate your Flip account with your Canvas course, Canvas handles user management. Students don't have to worry about things like join codes that they need to access your Flip group. There's no authentication burden for them. Canvas handles all that. It will also add, you will need to add the Flip app to your Canvas course. We're going to see how to do that here. Very simple. And that will add a Flip link to your course menu that your students will use to access your Flip group and your Flip topics within it. This sounds a whole lot more complicated than it is. Let's take a look at the process.
Dave,
Go ahead.
do you think a district may integrate Flip in the college level, maybe in the near
That's a very
future?
good question. It would be nice if we could just turn it on in Canvas, have it automatically be a part of an available piece of every Canvas course shell. But Flip itself right now doesn't support that. It only, and remember, this is free software, so there's not a, they don't have a tremendous amount of bandwidth in terms of modifying the product and so on. And producing that kind of enterprise level integration is something they've been working on for a while, but it hasn't happened yet. So no, right now that's not possible. It's not that the district doesn't want to do it, it's just not possible. But that may become possible in the future, in which point we'll revisit that. But the as you're going to see here, the process of integrating it with a particular Canvas course is not overly onerous. And you do that from your settings menu by clicking on the integrations tab here. And there are two so-called LTI, or Learning Technology Initiative integrations that Flipgrid has. One is for Google Classroom, which we don't use, but the other one, fortunately for us, is Canvas. As far as I know, for instance, there's not a Blackboard integration or a integration with other learning management systems, but Canvas is the one that they picked to work with. And I have done this several times before, obviously, in demonstrating this. But what you would do to get started is first maybe view their guide on how to do this in Canvas. If you haven't, if you don't go right away, right after the end of the session today and set Flip up in one of your courses, you may want to go back and look at their guide. I also have some tutorials for Flip, back when it was called Flipgrid, on our Open On Demand site here. If you just search for Flip, you'll see a number here. And there is I do have a tutorial on adding Flipgrid to your Canvas course, which covers what I'm about to show you. So there's lots of ways to get information on how to do this and get reminders on how to do this, but the process is really pretty simple. The first thing you'll need to do is add a new integration, because you won't already have one. If you've already created an integration, you don't have to keep creating new ones, okay? I'm only doing that so I can demonstrate the process of creating a Flip integration for you, but I could just use one of these existing ones here if I were not trying to demonstrate this. So I'm going to add a new integration, select Create, and it's going to give you a new so-called consumer key and a shared secret, which are little password-like entities that allow Canvas and Flip to communicate with one another and make sure that the students from your Canvas course end up in the right group on Flip. You do need to add a name. I'm going to just name it Flip Integration for Canvas. And I'm going to date it today, just so I remember which one this is. I can name this pretty much anything I want that makes sense to me, and then create. That's the new one right there at the top. It's a little hard to tell. I can let's see, I can't actually see that. Keeping it simple and short would be helpful in this case, but this is the top one. It's the most recent one I created, and it was created today. So I know that's the one I just created. And I've got this consumer key and a shared secret, which it won't even show to me because it's a secret. And I need both of those. We're going to see how to use those now. But I'm going to need to have this page handy so I can come back and I can copy and paste the key and secret into Canvas. To actually add Flip to my Canvas course, I have to go to the settings link in my course menu. And again, you got to do this for each course that you decide to use Canvas in. You can use the same integration over here. I could use like this original Flipgrid integration I created when I first started playing with this back in 2021. I could use this one for every course. It just allows Flip and Canvas to communicate. But
I have a quick question.
go for it.
So if I integrate Flip in a Canvas shell that's a development shell, and then I put the content of my development shell in a live shell for the
Right.
running semester, does that transfer the Flip integration?
No, you'll need to reset Flip up in the copy in the live shell,
Okay, thank you.
but it just takes a moment. And you do that by, good question. You do that by going to the settings link in your course menu, in the course where you want to integrate Flip. And you go to the Apps tab in the settings page. Up at the top, it will automatically show you every app that you can possibly use. The installed tab here will show you apps which are already available to your course if you have certain subscriptions and so on. But Flip is not among those because you have to add Flip yourself to each of your courses. So you have to go to the Not Installed tab or the All tab and just search for Flip. Just type Flip here in the search box, and there's the app. To add it to your course, you just click on it. You get some information about the Flip app, but then you just click Add App here. And you're asked for a consumer key and a shared secret. And here we have those. So the consumer key in my new integration, I can copy to my clipboard by clicking on this copy link here. All right, that's on the clipboard. So now I can go back to Canvas and I can paste that into my consumer key box. Now I need the shared secret. I just copy that to the clipboard, go back to Canvas, paste that in where it says shared secret, and then I click Add App. And if I go now to my navigation tab, I need to make sure that the Flip app appears here in in my course menu. To do that, I go to navigation and I look for Flip here. I may have to refresh that. There it is, right down there at the bottom. So when you add the app to your Canvas course, it doesn't automatically put the link to Flip in your course menu. You've got to go again to the navigation tab in settings and just drag Flip up, click and drag, so that it's included in what displays to students and to you, in this case, in your course menu. So we'll save and don't forget to save the change, which is my favorite trick, and then wonder where the Flip link went. And there it is. There's the Flip link in my course menu. So that's now Flip is integrated with this course.
Hi, Jay. This is
Yes.
Lena. Good morning.
Hey, Lena, good morning.
Hi. Good morning. I think I missed something. I missed the part to get the secret word. I was
Oh.
grabbing an extension cord and I think I missed that, how to get that.
That is on the Flip website. So let's go back and show you how to get there. From your base, this is what it will look like if this is the page where Flip will drop you when you log in.
Mm-hmm.
And you go to the menu, your account menu up here in the upper right,
Mm-hmm.
where you may or may not see your little profile image as you've created, or you'll just see a little person there.
Mm-hmm.
If you open that menu by clicking on that down caret and go to the settings,
Mm-hmm.
your account settings in Flip, this is not Canvas, it's Flip,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see an integrations tab
Oh.
on the Flip settings page. And if you click that, under Canvas here, you'll see your Flip integration that you've created, or integrations if you create multiples. And here's your consumer key and your shared secret that you then paste into the add app dialog in Canvas in order to integrate Flip with your Canvas, your Flip account with your Canvas course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.
I have one more question. Yeah.
Good.
In continue her question also. So when I add the codes, so I should go to navigation, and after I should see that in navigation the Flip name?
Yeah, you should see it down below in the non-displaying part of your menu, the part that's not showing up to your students. But in order to see it, you may have to refresh your browser screen.
Okay, hold on. Yeah.
Okay, or leave and come back, and the next time you log in, it'll be there. But it's easier just to refresh this screen, and then Flip should show up probably down here at the very bottom of the items which are hiding from students in the course menu.
It should be the last one, yeah.
You drag it up into the display above the line here to make it display to students. And in fact, it won't display to you in the course menu until you drag it up into the upper portion of the menu here.
Okay.
And don't forget to save the change.
Okay.
This is one of those cases in Canvas where you have to save a change rather than having it just immediately take effect.
Okay. Thank you.
You never know how Canvas is going to behave in that regard until you just try it. You do something and it doesn't save it, you realize you missed a save button somewhere. So Canvas is not as consistent about that as it might be.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So we now have Flip integrated with our Canvas course. So now these directions that I had up here to start with are now valid. Access flip video discussions from the course menu on the left. I included that in my home page here. You probably wouldn't do that. You'd probably just put those instructions in a module somewhere for when you wanted students to actually use Flip. And if you were going to use Flip throughout your course, you'd probably put that in your initial or getting started or welcome module that you create in your course, the Canvas course. So we're ready to use Flip in Canvas. And those of you who are who got logged into this course will be able to do that in just a minute. But let me show you some things first, or you can just play with it. I mean, you can figure this out. And from this point, this becomes Flip becomes very intuitive for the students. Everything that we've gone through so far is just for you. You need that information to be able to set up Flip in your course. First time you do it, it'll take you a few minutes. The second time you do it, it'll take you like 2 or 3 minutes to set Flip up, because it's a quick process once you've been through it one time. But to access Flip, a launch error. Let's see. Let me see what happens when I go to Flip. Oh, looks like, yeah, probably a little soon. The first time you as the instructor go to Flip, you're going to be asked now to create a course group. And that's why you're probably getting that error, because there's no group there yet. I'm not quite sure. I don't even remember this as being part of the process before, so this may be a change. But there's nothing to it. All you have to do is click Create a Course Group. By default, the course group is named the same as the name of the Canvas shell. You can, I think, no, I don't, and I don't think you can change that. So now, hopefully, you'll be able to get in. And this is your group, this is your Flip group page or topic page. For this,
Do I have to create the group in my Flip account or in my Canvas account?
No, Canvas the integration. When I click that purple button that said Create Course Group in Canvas, that created the course group in Flip. You don't have to create course groups manually. You create them in. Actually, you're only going to have one group per course. Normally, though I guess you can make more. And you're going to have a number of topics within that group, one to many. But that's created by the Canvas Flip integration. You don't have to do it manually. All you have to do is click that purple button. The first time you as the instructor click on the Flip link in your course menu, it will prompt you to create the course group. You do that once, you won't have to do it again. And then your student.
Okay, thank you.
Good question, though. That seems like I'm sure they have a reason why they do it that way, but it's not entirely intuitive. But again, that's not something the students have to worry about. That's something you would do when you were setting up your course. There are a few things you can do here to customize this if you like. This is the default theme image for this particular course group. This is the default. I think it's the Grand Tetons or something like that.
No, I think it's a mountain between Chile and Argentina
Oh,
called the Torres del Paine.
well, I'll be darned. I wondered where they got that picture. Excellent. Well, you can use that. It doesn't affect how the group works at all. But if you want to customize it, to personalize it, you can edit this theme You can change the name of the group. This is where you can change the name of the group if you so wish. And again, if you click on the image where it says edit theme, you can add a one of their or one of their provided images, or you can click on this blank square in the upper left-hand corner of the theme list here, and it will allow you to upload your own image. It has to be a JPEG or a PNG, the two most common types of digital image formats there are. And you may just have to try an image or two to see if they're going to look right. To find an image that you want to use, you can just click this rectangle here, and you can navigate on your computer to where you have your digital images stored, your pictures, if you have some. Remember, this is all optional. You don't have to change that. It's quite dramatic. And it's fascinating to hear what where they found their default image. That is really cool. So you just find something that would be appropriate and personal. Or
Can I share a screen for 5 seconds, Dave? Show you the original picture.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm not sure screen sharing right now, so.
Oh, can you see that?
Oh my goodness, that's it. Sure enough.
Yeah, let me close this.
Fascinating.
Torres del Paine.
All right.
That's in Chile,
So cool.
Chile's borders.
I'll be darned.
Okay, I'm going to
But
stop sharing.
you're not getting over that, are you? You're going to go around that one, not over it. That's fascinating. Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome.
I had no idea where they got that. That's cool.
It's
Some images will be.
spectacular, but require lots of gear to get there.
I bet. Not all images may be appropriate. That is, they may not work as well, because you want something that's kind of wider than it is tall. Let me see what I can find here. I had picked one out. There, that may work. That's a picture of my house from last year from the bottom of the hill. And I can pick the portion of the image I want to use here. Oops, I'm on the wrong screen. So I can move this down. I can expand it a little bit vertically, but not much. It has to have a certain aspect ratio. And then I'll just save the changes. All right, so I've personalized that. That's what my house is going to look like tonight, apparently. We're supposed to get snow tonight. And then I can save the changes. And I've personalized this particular course group. You might make it something a little bit more subject oriented for your particular course. Good, good, good. So I'm ready to create my topics now. To create course topics. Now, these are your actual discussion topics. These are the places, the different topic or different discussion topics, I should say, that you want to have students participate in your course. You can have as many topics in your course group as you like. each one dealing with a different subset of your subject matter, or dealing with the material in a different chapter, a different whatever environment you want to use this discussion in. And then you can add text and video prompts to your topic that explain to the students what you expect them to use this discussion topic for, or what you expect them to discuss within this discussion topic. To do that, you get this create topic screen, and you can select you can add a text prompt just as you can in Canvas, and you can also add video or other sorts of types of prompts to this. Let's see how that works. To add a topic, I have this add topic button over here. So to get to that screen you just saw on the PowerPoint slide, once you've created your course group and customized it, if you wish, customize the name and the image that's displayed, you click add topic and you get this create a topic screen. You can give the topic a title. I'm just going to call it icebreaker. Very common type of discussion topic early on a Canvas course. Only with Flipgrid, you can really break the ice because everybody gets to see one another and hear them talking, see what they look like, see their mannerisms and so on. It just makes it so much more personal and so much more engaging. And people will want to watch instead of viewing, having to go through and read what a person's text-based description of themselves. They can watch and listen.
In the past, were there resistance from the students?
Anything you ask them to do is going to produce resistance in some students, certainly. But students tend to be a lot more open to something like this than many of the activities you may ask them to engage in your online course. There may be some students, of course, who have a good reason not to put their video image online. Someone with a stalker or a ex-spouse or something searching for them or whatever. So you do have to be sensitive about that sort of thing. One possibility in that case is that, as we'll see in a minute, Flipgrid gives us the option to post either video or just audio, video with audio or just audio. So a person could just post without having their image appear, or having themselves appear in video, or you might just need to find them another way to participate.
Okay, can I ask a quick question?
Of course.
Okay, so I've been trying, as you were talking, been trying to integrate Flip into one of my development shells, and it asks me to sign in, and I have now the Flip account that I created.
Right.
I tried to sign it in with Microsoft, Google, or Apple, and every time I get an error message. And I was wondering, is it because I signed in with Flip with my private email account? And
no, that shouldn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
But if you integrated it with your Microsoft or your Apple or your Google account, you shouldn't have to enter a password or username and a password at all. It should have picked that up from Google.
That's weird.
Or Microsoft or Apple.
Yeah,
Dave, I did the same thing, got the same problem.
Yeah, I can't get in. So I tried both, all three ways, and I get an error message every time. So
yeah, you may need to go back and recreate another Flip account. You can have, it doesn't cost anything.
okay.
And try from, and I would use, I know it worked beautifully for me if I use my Google account. But you do need to be, before you do that, it'll work a lot better if you are logged into your Google account. So you may want to log into that or your Microsoft account or your Apple account on your computer before you try that process of creating your Flip account.
On that browser?
Yeah, in a web browser, right.
Mhm.
And that will help
Okay.
help the process along. For instance, for your Google account, if you want to log in, you can just web to accounts.google.com, accounts plural.google.com. And if you press enter there, it will take you to your Google account page. And if you're not logged in, it will prompt you to log in. That's the easiest way I know to log it right into your Google account. And I know this works well with the Google account, the integration with the Google account, because I've used that from the get-go with Flip. And if you use Gmail or YouTube or Google Docs, you already have a Google account. If you go, if you don't have a Google account, when you go to accounts.google.com, it will prompt you to create one. So, and that takes about 5 minutes. And if you have problems accessing, ongoing problems accessing Flip like this, I'll be happy to just let me know, send me an email, and I'll be happy to work with you one-on-one, and we'll get that sorted out because we know it will work. It's just a matter of getting all the everything in a row. And it's something you'll only have to do once. So once you get it sorted out, you won't have to fuss with it again. And it will not impact your students. Your students don't have to have Flip accounts. They can make them if they want to and play with them themselves, but because you can use Flip outside of Canvas if you so desire. But the it's much easier for you if you use it inside of Canvas. Okay, so we can add a text prompt for our topic, telling our students what we want them to do in this discussion. It can be as specific or as broad as you like. Tell us something about yourself. I'm going to keep it simple here. And we can also add an image, a video, a welcome video, a video prompt. You can add emojis. You can, if you have a video that you already made that you'd like to use, that you made in something else, you can import that into Flip, and you'll see that option again and again. Or you can add a video if you have a video on YouTube or Vimeo that you want to use as a prompt for this topic. You can pull it from there, or you can add another integration. But I'm just going to record a little video here. This will be our first look at the Flip video recorder, which is the bulk of what we want to do, and the rest of constitutes the bulk of what we want to look at in the rest of the presentation here, which is how to use the Flip video recorder. This is the same recorder that your students will use to make posts to your Flip discussion topics. So if I click on that little camera icon, it loads my, oh, that's not helpful. Let me change my, there, that's better. Whoa, that's not as pretty today. Looks like it may have started snowing out there. That's this is a webcam feed that I have pointing out my back window. So I've got myself keyed over top of that. I'm using something called OBS to do this, but you would probably just see a picture of yourself on your webcam, for instance, something more like this. I can change the camera, that if I have multiple cameras attached to my computer, I can change which one I use. by going to the camera menu here. And let me just use my Logitech webcam. All right, there we go. And you are seeing, no, you're still seeing, and I need to share that screen in Zoom so that you see what I am doing. Okie dokie, there we go. Just checking here. I have another computer offside here that's logged into the meeting so I can tell what you're seeing. It just gets a little more interesting when we start using multiple cameras and so on. But this is probably more like what you'll see. Let me get that microphone out of the way. And you have lots of other control here. You can change the microphone you want to use if you have multiple microphones. You certainly want to make sure that the that Flipgrid is hearing you. You can do all sorts of things with this Flipgrid recorder. Notice in this topic, I apparently have set my, I didn't notice that, I had set my maximum video length to 10 minutes. The default, remember, is 1 minute and 30 seconds. So, but it tells you right up here at the top center of the video window how long you have to record. Obviously, I recommend keeping that as short as is consistent with what you want students to do, because you don't want to have to listen to 10 minutes worth of video if it could be done in a minute or two. You could, at this point, upload a video if you already had it. You can, if things are showing up on the wrong side of the video, you can mirror it. But I don't need that here. And you also have the option here, using, again, this little context menu, to record your screen instead of your webcam. This is another way that you can create screen recordings. There's lots of different ways you can do screen casting, as it's called, where you record your computer screen with voiceover and making an instructional video. You can do that. It'd probably be more useful to you than to your students, but if you wanted to, for instance, provide the students a little bit of instruction on how to use Flipgrid, you could create it right here and post it to a Flipgrid topic so that they had it there whenever they wanted to watch it. It's just another way to provide instructional video to your students with screen recordings from your computer. But usually what you want to do in a Flipgrid post, and certainly this time, is in this prompt that we're recording for a topic, is to just record what your webcam sees. So, and that's normally what will just pop up for you and you're ready to go. There are, yeah. Yep, you're seeing that. There are some things you can do before you hit record. You can create sticky notes and have them display next to you. There are a variety of overlays that you can put on your video recording, and filters you can apply for special effects. You can also use virtual backgrounds, just like you can in Zoom, before you click the flip button and actually start the recording. So let's see how that would work. Here I am, I'm right in Canvas. I'm ready to record. I can create a sticky note using this little button up here. there doesn't seem to be a way to make it another color. So what the hey? So I just get to type something here. And I can type whatever I like. It will expand up to a point. I don't know what the limit of the text you want to, that you can put in here is, the number of characters, but it doesn't really matter. I can put that sticky note anywhere I like on the video. That'd probably improve the appearance of it by just clicking and dragging it around. Then I have these other overlays over here, like a text overlay. I can type some text. I can choose the font I want. And the color and so on. And then let's see. Sorry. And then how? And then I get this little, I've got it in front of, I get this little text box here. And it was hiding behind the sticky note, sorry. And I can type some text like my name. Assuming I could type. I can put that anywhere I like by clicking and dragging it around. Get the sticky note out of the way here. I'm just going to make a mess of this and show you all the different, you probably wouldn't want to use all of these features at one time, but we're going to take a look at them. So I can put some text in there. I can, and the text can be anything I want. Probably want to avoid one of the 7 words that you can't use on TV, but other than that, you're pretty much welcome to use anything you want. I can draw on this. And I can change the color on the drawing and so on. I can add stickers of all sorts. Put that sticker anywhere I like. I can make it bigger, smaller. I can move it around and so on. There's other things I can do as well. I can add animated GIFs from Giphy. Like I say, I just make a mess out of this. Little animations. I can put a frame around it. We got a bunch of different possibilities here. Nice. Let's see. Trying to find a little fall-ish theme here. Oh, we'll just pick one. Okay. Again, you probably wouldn't want to do all of these in one video, but we can. We'll talk about the, you can also get a little drawing board, a little whiteboard, and put that on the side. Or I can add a photo. Click on that, find a photograph I might want to use. Pretty much any image file will do. So I can show them what I look like on a better day. or a
Excuse me,
warmer day. Hmm.
Excuse me, how you can add that to the box?
I'm sorry.
How can you add that the box, small box you have over there? The one that has your small picture, your picture over there.
Yeah. Hmm.
So how you can add that to the box there? Because I try to do it.
That was this little photo overlay here in this overlay menu on the right. Is the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Okay. When I did that, it asked me to add it said I could click here to add a photo. And then I just go to my pictures library where I have pictures stored on my computer. And I just search for a photograph. You could put any image here. It doesn't have to be a photo or a photo of you. It can be any image file. I think it has to be a JPEG or a PNG, the only types of image files that that Flipgrid will accept.
And in order to write like you did the JPerson, how you
Yes.
can get the book same way also?
It's this text tool
Like,
here, the one at the top.
oh, that's because it.
That
Oh, okay.
select a font, and then you got a little text box that you can type into.
Okay, I see it right now. Thank you so much.
You bet. And then when you click out of that, you can put it wherever you like.
Okay.
Or then you can get rid of it if you want to. Just
Is it-
highlight it, press the delete key on the keyboard, and
Yeah.
you move it. If you put something up there and you say, I don't know if I really need that, or get rid of it. Okay, so I have added just about every overlay there is.
How about background?
And remember, I did say that I can always record just audio if I want to. That's not as fun, but you can record audio messages rather than video and audio if you so do. But the default is to do audio or to
How
video.
do you add a background like in Zoom?
That is right here, just to the right of the record button. And if I click backdrop, now this may or may not work very well. Let's try it. Let me try this one. Looks like Seattle, like a time-lapse video of Seattle. No, that's not Seattle. Where is that? Don't know, but there's a background. Depending on your lighting and your physical background, this will work better or worse in some circumstances. Well, it's not doing too badly in it. Okay, so I've added a virtual background just by picking one from a list that I get to by clicking on this backdrop tool here. And I can also do filters. If I want, blur effects or various lighting effects and so on, I can select filters from this. I found that if I do that, sometimes it's hard to get them undone. So I'm not going to do that right now. You can always remove a filter by clearing them here, but you can change, you give yourself a more nuanced appearance there, pixelated appearance, like a Minecraft video or something like that, if your kids are into that. I haven't found those especially useful, but I can make this video so much more visually interesting than just a picture of me, which, let's face it, is not that interesting.
Dave,
Yes,
I think I found the city. Can I share a screen for 5 seconds?
go ahead. Oh, no, you can't until I kill my share. Just a second.
Okay.
Now you can. Go ahead.
Do you see it?
Oh, so this is,
Hi.
be darned. Very good. So this is a very international app. Okay, let me refresh my share so you can see what we're doing. There we go. All right. So, and I set all of this up before I start recording. So this is all preliminary or setup. And now to record, and I don't have to do any of that. I could have just recorded myself right off the bat. I'm just trying
What's the
to,
button to the left?
and the button to the
What's the
left,
third? Yeah.
that's the filters that we just
Okay.
looked at, that I'm not going to put on right now, because that if I combine that with everything else that's here, it's liable to not look very good. And Flipgrid can sometimes have a hard time letting go of a filter, I've noticed. So in the interest of continuing this demonstration without an extended interruption, I'm not going to select a filter, but you do have those available to you, especially if you're just using your webcam and you're not including all this other stuff. They can give you some interesting effects, change your appearance and so on, and make things a little bit more visually interesting and more engaging, which is the point behind all of this.
Excuse me, Dave, how did you
Yes.
get that little sticker that the voting for early?
That was an animated GIF from this
Oh,
right here. That allows you, it gives you access to Giphy, which is a
oh,
very
okay.
well-known reservoir of animated little animations on the web that you can
Oh,
use for free, and you can pick any of these.
oh,
And
okay,
it will
thank
just
you.
keep, as you scroll down, it just keeps giving you more and more. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
Uh-huh,
So you can find just about anything
uh-huh.
else. You can really personalize the video and express your personality in Flip, far
Mhm.
more so than you could say if you were using the recording tools built into the rich content editor in Canva.
Uh-huh.
You'd have if you were just doing this through a discussion topic in Canvas.
Mhm.
So the videos that are created by you and by your students
Mhm.
Flip tend to be a lot more interesting, a lot more fun,
Uh-huh.
and just generally more engaging. So
It
that,
is. I was thinking, Dave, this is
yeah,
this could be like a substitute for studio. Like if I want my students to do little mini presentations, can they use this?
yes,
Oh,
very
okay.
good point. If you wanted to create an assignment where you asked your students to create a video for you,
Uh-huh.
type, you could
Mhm.
use Flip instead
Mhm.
of Canvas Studio or
Mhm.
any other tools. It's
Mhm.
easier to use, it's more fun, and
Mhm.
then everybody gets to see everybody else's video
Yeah, I like
without you
it.
having to, go to some trouble to make those available to all the students. So this
Mhm.
is a great way
Yeah,
to
it is.
video assignment. And
Mm.
as we're going to see in a moment, one of the last slides, you can even add such an assignment to your Canvas gradebook
Oh,
and grade it,
okay.
speed grader, and assign a
Uh-huh.
grade and have that be part of your grading scheme.
Wow. Yeah, good ideas.
Well, yeah, it's a good idea. It was yours. Excellent idea. Great. Okay, so finally we get to the point where I'm going to record the video. I just click this big, more or less circle here at the center bottom of the video window. That's what they call the flip. And I just click that. It counts me down. Hi, everyone. In this video discussion topic using Flip, I'd like you to tell me a little bit about yourself, whatever you're willing to share with me and with your peers, and just to help us all get to know one another a little bit here at the beginning of the course. When I am finished, I just click the little stop button here, the little purple square in the Flip button. And if I forgot something, I want to start again, I can just hit the Flip again and continue my recording. So Flip gives you the ability, the Flip recorder gives you the ability to pause while you're and gather your thoughts if you're making a little bit longer video. I do have 9 minutes and 34 seconds left. So Flip does help me keep track of how much time I've used out of what I have available. Let me think, what shall I say?
How do you link this topic in Flip from Canvas?
Yeah, this is the video prompt for the topic is what we're that's where we started this some time ago.
Right. But how do you link it from?
If I had more to say, I could click and it would count me down again, and I could continue speaking. And when this played back, it would play back as all one video. You wouldn't see a break between the two videos. But let's assume that I'm done here, and I want to click next. Then I want to click next and go to a preview. Hi, everyone. In this video, and I bet I did not share audio. Let me make sure I share the audio. There we go. All right, now you should be able to hear. Discussion topic using Flip. I'd like you to, okay, that apparently recorded just fine. If I'm happy enough with it, I just click next. And this is what's going to appear to give the students something to click on to view this video. I could go back and I could pick a different point in the video to share if I wanted to, but this looks fine. And then I just click submit. This uploads the video to Flip, makes it available in your course. And there we go. So I have added to my topic, that's where we are at this point. We're creating our first topic here, which I called an icebreaker. I put a little text prompt here, but I also included a little video. And I have the recording time set here for the posts to be 5 minutes. It gave me 10 minutes on the prompt because assuming I might have a significant amount of requirements for the student, but the topic is set to allow students to post videos as long as 5 minutes. And I could change that. That's the default we said earlier, but I could change that for this topic if I wished. And then I just post this topic, which makes it available to everyone else. And here is the topic page that you see. Here's the prompt video. Here's the text prompt. If you want to see what this looks like to a student, you can click member view, which is like student view in Canvas. If you click that, this is what the page, the topic page is going to look like to the students. And the primary difference being this button here that says add response. This is how people will actually post a video to this discussion topic. They'll use exactly the same recorder that I just showed you, and it'll work exactly the same way. And right now, of course, there are no responses because this was just put on there. But if you were able to get in and get to the Flip link in the course that I gave you earlier, you can now go in and add a video of your own to this. We'll all hear, you may, You may want to mute yourself in Zoom when you do that, but you don't have to. It's no big deal. Let me give you 5 minutes or so here to do that. And because I want to keep enough time to show you how to do assignments in Flip, in Canvas. But let me give you a second to see if you can post your own video here. This topic should be available when you click the Flip link in your course. You should then be able to see this topic here. If you click on the name of the topic, you should come to here, and you should see, since you're being added to the course as students, you should see this add response button. And if you just click that, you should be able to record. And just give it a minute or so. And I'll be waiting on. I'm going to go, while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and make one on my own here. I'm going to log in to this course as a student. And I'm going to go to Flip. And I'm going to, there's my course group. I want to go to the icebreaker discussion. I'm going to add a response. I've got 5 minutes as a student. I'm not going to add all those overlays and all that stuff. I'll just record. Hi, everyone. I'm test student 1, and I live in northern Idaho on a snowy day. Love it up here. Miss the weather in San Diego sometimes. But I'm delighted to be here in the course and talking to you all. Stop. I click next. Hi, everyone. I'm test student 1. Make sure that it recorded. Click next again. And then I can optionally add a caption or a different display name. An email, and then post the topic. Post the video to the topic, I should say.
Dave,
And I get a feedback. Yes,
can you give me some help?
absolutely.
Yeah. Can I share screen?
Please. Just a second. Let me stop the share. Now you can.
Where's the setting link? On the left, I don't see setting.
No, you wouldn't. You don't need to use setting. You're in this course as a student. So you just click Flip. And why is Flip not showing to you?
Right.
Okay, let me see. I'll have to go back to the.
Oh, maybe I should
Try refreshing your screen.
okay.
There it
Oh, okay. Thank you.
is. That yeah, Canvas sometimes doesn't update automatically. So you have to.
Dave, I don't have a video camera attached to this particular computer, and I tried
Just
to leave
use
a text message, and it wouldn't let me leave either a voice message or a text message in the icebreaker. I got to there, so I know I'm doing that right, but I don't know if there's a way to put to have an option.
Did you try selecting an audio option?
It didn't, when I went to Flip, it didn't give me a choice.
Let me.
It just pops up with the ice. When I go to the icebreaker, it shows the 2 responses,
Right.
but
But did you? Oh, it doesn't give you an option to add a response?
No, it does, but when I add the response, what it does is it says retry camera or upload video or close. Those are the only three options.
Ah. So even though you can leave an audio message without using the video camera, it won't let you go to the recorder unless you do have a video camera.
Right, right, yeah.
I've never tried that. That's interesting. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. At least I know how to get to
Well,
this point.
As we're going to mention in a minute, your students are about as likely as not to be doing this on a smartphone or a tablet, and that will automatically have a camera and a microphone.
Right, exactly.
So that's probably not going to be an issue for them. If they do have a computer, they're probably using that computer to attend Zoom meetings and so on. So they very likely have a camera on it. Or if it's a laptop, it'll have a camera built in. But there's always the possibility of having a desktop computer, which is, I assume, what you have, without a camera attached to it.
Right. And we have laptops and desktops, but this is the most comfortable one for me. So.
That's exactly what I'm using right now. I do understand. But that's interesting. I didn't know that it wouldn't let you go forward if you didn't have a camera attached to the computer.
Yeah, it is interesting.
So that's a possible problem.
And you're right. So many of the students are on cell phones too.
Right. There's an app for that. And we're probably going to need to move ahead on that. You all will have access to this course moving forward. If you want it to disappear from your dashboard, just send me an email and I'll go and remove you from it so that it doesn't pollute your dashboard moving forward. But if you want to keep it to try playing with Flip and so on, you're welcome. I'll leave you in there indefinitely unless you ask otherwise.
Hello.
By the way, how do I make
Hello.
past courses disappear from my dashboard because I have so many old courses?
That's another good question. I tell you what, I'll be happy to answer that question after we finish. There's a quick way to do that.
Thank you.
Okay. But right now we've got to move forward with the last couple of slides here. We've seen how to make a recording. You can do some editing of your recording once you make it. I did not show that because don't quite have the time for that right now, but there are some post-recording edits that you can do. I do have a tutorial for that. Oops, that's not the one. Let's see. On the if you just go again to our open on demand site at sdccdolvid.org, that link is in the signature of every one of my emails. There is a tutorial on what editing you can do in the Flipgrid or Flip editor or recorder. And once you have completed those edits, if needed, usually that won't be necessary. We saw how to post the video. I did that live. Now, you can use Flip discussion topics as part of your assessment scheme in Canvas. You can create video assignments using Flip. You do this by creating a Canvas homework assignment with a submission type of external tool. This will automatically create a separate Flip topic in your course for this assignment. And then you can view and grade those submissions in SpeedGrader. So real quick, let's see how that works. I'm logged into the course that has Flip integrated with it as the instructor. So I can go to my assignments tool and I can add a homework assignment in the usual way with the add assignment button up here. I can give this a name. I'll call this flip assignment. Again, if I could type, flip assignment for demo. Whatever. I'm just going to say, create a video and flip and submit. Obviously, you'd have some more specific instructions there. I can give this any number of possible points I like that fit into my grading scheme. And what I will have to do to make this work is go to the submission type options in the assignment creation screen in Canvas. And rather than selecting online submission, which seems reasonable, I select what's called an external tool submission. The students are going to use something outside of Canvas, some system outside of Canvas to fulfill this assignment. Then I click Find in order to select the external tool. They might be using Canvas Studio, and they could use Canvas Studio for this, but probably they're going to find Flip, excuse me, a lot easier to use and a lot more fun. So they just scroll down. These external tools are listed in alphabetical order that are available, and Flip is right there. And because I have integrated Flip with this course, Flip is available for the students. So click there. Oh, and I select Flip, and then I click the Select button. And that sets up Flip as the source of content for this. Then I can do the other general, add the general options that are available for any assignment in Canvas. I'll just leave that blank and unrestricted, and save and publish the assignment. I will need to give the student some way to get to this assignment. I can either give them access to the assignments button and they can go in and find it that way, or I can create a module for this, add a module. We'll call this a Flip assignments module. It could be module 1, chapter 1, whatever, and add the module. And add to that module an assignment. And here's the assignment I just created, the Flip assignment for the demonstration. So I can select that and add that item. That creates a link to the assignment in the module. To see how this works for a student, let me bring over a student actually, I want to go to modules here. Oops, why are modules not showing? Uh-oh, just a second. I forgot to, oh, I didn't publish the module. Jeez. Oh, you gotta remember everything. Okay, let's try that again. Now there's the modules link. I can click the module. As a student, if I want to fulfill this assignment, I click here where it says Flip assignment for demo. And it takes me to Flip. I get an add response button. This is a lot simpler for students to submit a video to an assignment this way. Add the response. I can just make a quick recording. By default, the student has 1.5 minutes, and I didn't change that in the topic. I could go ahead and go in and give them more time if I wanted to, but this looks good. Click the record button. Hi, this is a Flip video submitted as in fulfillment of a Canvas assignment. Same process. I stop the recording. I go to the preview edit screen. I can do some editing here if I like. I go next. I don't have to do anything here. I can just post to the topic that the video is uploaded to the Canvas assignment. The student gets this receipt screen that convinces them everything worked. And there's the response that the student has put in there. Now, if I go back to my grade book now, I have a flip assignment for demo column, and here's test 2 student. If I go to the speed grader in the usual way, there's the student's video that they submitted. I can play it. Hi, this is a flip video submitted as in fulfillment of a Canvas assignment. I can add a comment. I can give it a grade and submit the grade. So that's how you give students a grade for participating in a flip discussion. And let's drop back and see if I forgot anything else in the PowerPoint presentation. And as is really critical for any tool that we use in our Canvas courses these days, or any online course, type of online course, to be really useful to us, a tool has to be mobile friendly. And Flip, in fact, if anything, probably works better as on a mobile device than it does on a computer, because so many of our students are accessing our online courses or the online portions of our courses via their smartphone apps. So let me stop my computer share, and I'm going to share my iPhone screen with you. More about how to do this in a minute if you're interested. Okay, there's my iPhone screen. And to access Flip in my Canvas course on a mobile device, I would go to if I were a student, I'd go to the Canvas student app, which is in the right-hand column there in the middle, where it's labeled student. Tap on that, and I need to log out. Show you how to do this. There we go. And this is what pops up when if the student is not already logged into Canvas. This is what pops up on their computer, on their smartphone. They have to find my school and type in San Diego. And of course, we are the San Diego Community College District. Our Canvas system serves all 3 credit colleges and continuing education. So there's not a separate Canvas system for each college. That brings us to the login screen for Canvas. Let me be test 1 this time, my test 1 student. That doesn't look right. Can't type on this either. Okay. And enter the password for that student. Hopefully I got that right. Yep. Get the student's dashboard. And somewhere here is that Flipgrid seminar for today. There's an earlier one. There it is, Flip Demo Course 11/4/2022. I just tap on that. And I access Flip from the course menu, just like I would on the computer. That sends me to Flip. It immediately tries to get me to use the app. I'm not quite ready for that, so I'm going to stop and X that out. Here's my course, and here, let me submit an assignment. Here's the Flip assignment for demo and the icebreaker, both of my topics that I've created so far. So, and I ignore all this stuff about Flip is better in the app. I'm going to have to go to the app in a second. There is a free Flip app that you need to load before you do this to make it work better. And the Flip app is available for both iOS and Android. So I'll just add a response to my Flip assignment. I tap where it says add response, just like I did on the computer. And now it's going to insist that I go to the app to actually record something. There I see the response that has already been uploaded. Click add response again, and now I can add my own. I have the same recorder, the same features and so on. And my smartphone has a camera and a microphone built into it. It's actually easier to post Flip videos from your smartphone than it is from the computer. So I just hit record. Hi, this is a submission for a video assignment in Canvas that is created on a smartphone and submitted to the assignment. Excuse me, I just got through there without. Now at this point it becomes a little less intuitive about how to proceed because there's no button labeled next. The next button is, if you look in the very upper right hand corner of the screen here, I can't really, can I point that out? Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's right up here, that little thing with the 1 in it. In the upper right, I tap that, it takes me to the edit screen and preview screen. Hi, this is. I can do some basic editing. I've got an edit button there. Then I get a little forward button in purple in the lower right. I tap that. I can add a caption if I like, my awful video or whatever. And then I just post the topic. And, oh, wait a minute. And it's telling me you have to enter a display name. Okay. Forgot that. So now I've added the display name, so I should be able to post it. Yep. It uploaded. I get the fireworks, and I can go back to the topic, and there is my on the left, Dave G is the one I just uploaded. And now as the instructor, I can go in and grade that. So the process is just about the same on the smartphone as it is on the computer. If anything, it's maybe a little easier once you figure out where all the little buttons are. And of course, you have your microphone, your camera, all available to you.
So I have a quick question, please.
Yes, please.
After you record your video in Flip, so if I didn't submit this video to Canvas and I want to go back to that video, where I can find them in my account Flip?
I'm sorry, I lost you somewhere there. Can you?
Yeah, if I record the video in the Flip,
right,
my account, and I want to go back to my account, I want to find. If I need to find this video, how can I find
the video again? How can you find it?
Yeah.
All righty, you can go to let's get back out of this here and go back to Flip. You can always go to the Flip link in your course menu and find the topic into which you posted the video. I've got two here, the assignment and just the general icebreaker that wasn't graded.
And also from the account Flip from the browser.
Right, click Flip from yeah, right, you're doing this from the web browser. You could do this on the phone as well. But you just go to Flip, find the topic into which you posted, like the icebreaker here.
Okay.
Sam and Martina have posted
Okay.
in here. Excellent. And you'll see these. You can go back and view them, whether you posted them or somebody else did.
Okay.
You can see your own, and you can see Sam's video. Let's look.
Yeah. But if I didn't post that, if I record the video, but I didn't post it in Canvas, how can I find it in my account Flip in browser?
You have to access it through Canvas. You have to access it through the Flip link in Canvas and go to the topic.
So you mean when we record the video in the Flip account, it doesn't stay in the Flip account?
Well, it does, but you can only, I don't know of a way to access it outside of Canvas. There may
Okay.
be one. You may be able to just go to flip.com.
Okay.
Let's see.
I think he's asking if there's a library of his videos.
Not so much, no. But let's see. Let's go to flip.com and go to the group. Here's the group.
Okay, let's see.
And here are the topics within that group. So yeah, you can access them. Here's one from, let's go back to another group, an older group. Let's see here. Just go to flip.com. That's a good question. Hadn't considered that. Okay, and log in.
Thank
Here's
you.
all my different groups, and you would be able to see these. These would be the groups that you were enrolled in as a student, the courses that you were enrolled in as a student. And if I go to another one, and I can go back, yeah, I can find topics, and I can, you don't have a personal library per se, but you can go back to any of the topics that you were enrolled in before, any of the courses that you were enrolled in before, and you can see your posts and posts from everybody else in those topics. But there's not a personal library of posts like you have in Canvas Studio, for instance, in Flip.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's what you were asking then.
Yeah, because I was thinking to remove some video, to delete some video, because I made them just to practice.
Well, you can, I believe, if you wanted to access this video later. I don't know, and note that the video has automatically been captioned.
This is test student 3.
But I'm trying to see if there's any way you can download this.
And shoot a top.
Don't know that there is. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you can do it from this screen. If you have posted a video that you'd like to have a copy of, that you want to keep in a folder on your hard drive or whatever, you can find the post in the topic, and you'll have a, and let's make sure that this works in for a student too. Oh no, it doesn't look like it.
Okay, here's my,
Let's see. Yeah, it's not going to let you download that as a student. That's an interesting decision on their part.
First post is test student 3.
So no, the only way for you to find it is and to go back and look at it later is to find the group and the topic in which the video is posted.
Okay.
Unless you're the teacher. If you are the teacher, in the course, you can download any posted video by clicking on this context menu here, and you have the option to download the video
Okay.
or just the captions as a standard caption file. You can even edit the captions from here.
Okay, here's my first post is
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So there's lots you can do if you're the instructor, but not so much you can do if you're the student. They don't want students to be able to download each other's videos. So they've eliminated that as an option when you're in when you're a student in the Canvas course. And that makes you, in Flip parlance, that makes you a member of the group, but not the owner or the teacher of the group. So let's see. And we haven't covered every bell and whistle that exists in Flip, but we've pretty much covered it. It's really a pretty straightforward tool. For the students, it's exceptionally easy. Setting it up for you involves a little bit more skull sweat, a little more cognitive load, but not that much. And it's so easy for the students to use. And the results are so interesting and so much more engaging that you're just likely to get a lot more activity in course discussions this way. You may not have to use quite as big a stick to drive them into participating in a discussion if they can make videos like this and to really talk to one another. If not, in real time, they can talk to the class or just record an audio file if they're shy about showing their faces or they have a reason not to, they can just post audio. So it's really a fun tool. It's a much better way to do class discussions, I think, in most cases, particularly if people are just sharing ideas and things that they could type in text, but that they can also say. But students can even can make screen recordings as well and convey much more complex ideas and so on with visuals. So it's got an awful lot of capability. It's completely free. You can use it as much as you like. And I think it's something that students will find much more entertaining than the average discussion topic. So if you have any trouble getting this integrated into your Canvas courses, or if you run into any snag in using it or whatever, please send me an email. I am accessible at eGiverSo, no N on the end. They couldn't afford that, at stccd.edu. I still have my old district account. And please feel free to send me an email, and if I can figure out an easy way to work you over any problems that you have by making you a little video and sending you that, I will. Or if we need to get together in a one-on-one Zoom meeting for a few minutes and work you, and then you can share your screen and I can see what you're doing and what you're running into. and pretty sure I can get you working on this. And indeed, if you have questions like that or anything else right now, I am more than happy. I know oh gosh, we're 15 minutes over. Well, we finished the part of the presentation, or the formal part of the presentation, some time ago, but I'm happy to stay here and answer questions as long as you want to be here. I have nothing else planned for the rest of the day except waiting for the snow to arrive.
Yes,
That
I'm
will
here.
arrive whether I watch it or not. Yes, go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, I was not able to integrate Flip in any of my shells. That just didn't work. And,
Okay.
but that's actually
you,
not my question. I just would like to know how I remove my old shells from my published courses list.
From your, that's right. That was the one question we had pending. How do
Yes,
you remove old courses from your
exactly.
dashboard in
How do
Canvas?
I do that? Yeah.
All righty, let's take a look at that. We'll go back to the dashboard, Canvas.
Okay.
I'm a poster child for this. My dashboard is really cluttered.
Because my students, some of my old students are writing me and saying, your class is still on my dashboard. I took
Well,
it 2 years ago.
That's their problem.
Yeah.
They can't get into it unless you've gone to some trouble to make that possible.
No.
But they can do the same thing. Okay, if you want to manage what's showing up in your dashboard,
Yeah.
counterintuitively, rather than clicking on the dashboard link here in your
Yeah.
mobile access menu, you click where it says courses,
Okay, let me do that.
which is that's an
switch-
alternate view.
Yes,
of your
courses.
dashboard.
Okay. Mhm.
So you get this panel that comes in, and this
That's
shows
right.
all of your courses,
That's right.
and you have to scroll all the way to the bottom of this list
Yeah.
to get to this link that's labeled all courses.
Okay.
You click that,
Yeah.
and you get a different kind of course display.
That's right. Yeah, I'm in
You
there.
see the little gold stars over here on the left?
They're white.
Well, yeah, some will be gold filled in like that. Some will be just outlines.
Yeah, outlines. I
The
have
ones
all
which are
outlines.
filled in gold are the
Yeah.
ones that are displaying on your dashboard.
Wait a minute. Let me go back and see what that looks like. Well, it doesn't look like this on my dashboard. I have all white stars, and they're still published. And
Well, the courses are published, but if they're outlined in white, they shouldn't be showing on your dashboard.
well, but they are.
Hmm.
I don't get it.
Why don't
It's weird.
I tell you what, why don't you share your screen? Let's
How
take-
do I do that? Okay. How do I
Okay,
do
there's
that?
in Zoom, you have the little share screen button, the green button at the
Oh,
bottom.
yeah, that's right. Okay. Share
Okay.
screen.
And
Share.
there
Okay.
you go.
So I'm
All
going.
right.
So here I am, and
Indeed.
but can I move? Now I can't.
Now you can
Okay.
scroll down.
How do I scroll? Oh, there it is. Yeah.
There you
Okay.
go.
So here are my development shells,
Right.
past enrollments. That's fine.
They're not showing it, and none of that showing as Okay, let's take a look at your dashboard. Let me see. what that
Okay.
looks like.
Okay. Dashboard looks like this. So I have my live shells that I'm working with are the ones with the pictures. The other ones that
Okay.
just
All right,
those are
I
the
see.
old
I see
ones.
what the issue is. You go back to courses and go back
Okay.
to all courses.
okay, all courses. Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
find the courses here that you want to continue seeing on your dashboard.
That I want to continue
That
see.
you
Well,
want to remain on your dashboard. Find one
yeah,
that you want to
here's
remain.
one, for example. It's
Okay.
the one I'm teaching
Click
right
the
now.
little star next to it.
Okay.
Now go back and look at your dashboard.
Hang on. Okay. A dashboard.
And now
Oh.
only those three.
Okay, and how can I see my unpublished courses? So I go back here,
Go back to courses,
go back to
all
okay.
courses. And
Okay.
select the ones that you, if you go down to the bottom, you'll see past enrollments, but yeah, just select the ones that you want to
To display.
display, yeah.
Okay. So, and I want the fine arts department and the FIG. I want to see
There you
those
go.
two, and I
Yeah,
want
I
to see
forgot
that.
it's been so long since I've done this for the first time. I forgot that the very first time you do this, you have to select one or more courses to show
Okay.
to have
okay.
it work. Now from here on there. All
So I
right,
have
so
my
that's how you control what appears on your
Oh.
dashboard.
And how about the students when they
Exactly the same thing.
exactly the same thing?
They have
Okay.
exactly the same capability as you do.
Okay.
If I can, if you can kill your share,
Okay. Let me
I'll
see.
show
Hold
you
on.
where
Stop
we have a
share.
tutorial.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, if we go to open on demand and just search for dashboard,
Yeah.
here's managing your Canvas dashboard.
Okay.
Same process. It's a tutorial that shows you what I just showed you.
Okay. Perfect. Well, this was so much easier.
You can,
Thank
you can
you.
refer that to you can refer your
Yes.
students to that.
Yes,
In
that's
fact,
perfect.
that is in, I think that's, yeah. Yeah, students can find it if they go to the for students,
Okay.
student Canvas tutorials.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
It's
there
in
it
there
is.
too, if they scroll down and look long enough.
Manage
These
dashboard.
are all Canvas tutorials, I should say, that
Yes.
are particularly germane to students. They can look at any of the tutorials on
Yeah.
the site, but we've tried to mark the ones that are especially
Yeah.
germane to students.
That
And
makes sense.
we have some for Canvas, Zoom, Canvas Studio, and some
Okay.
miscellaneous ones. So
Okay.
you're always welcome to refer your students to any of those.
Oh, thank you so much. That was a
Okay, well,
huge
let's
help.
solve that problem now.
Yeah.
Do you want to see if we can figure out why you're not able to integrate?
Well, that's a
Yeah.
good question. Yeah, we can. I mean, should I share my screen again?
Yes, if you would, thank you.
Okay, so I tried to put it into this. This is a
Right.
a development shell, right? So I went to,
I think the course has to be published for starters.
okay, so okay, yeah. Well, then another thing is I'm kind of reluctant to use a tool that goes via Microsoft, Google, and Apple links.
Sure, you don't have to.
Because I can tell you how they're making their money, because
Yes.
they know what you're doing online.
Yes,
They're
they-
monitoring
you are
you.
giving them information about
Of
what
course.
you're doing. Yes, absolutely. And targeted ads will start appearing everywhere.
So
So-
that's why I'm kind of reluctant to use any
And
tool
you
that
are,
uses this.
you do not have to, you see at the bottom there, but again, before you go any further, I would go back to the home link and I would publish this. Nobody's going to see it because there's no students enrolled in it.
That's
So it's
right. Okay,
development
so
shell. But I don't think that any of this is going to work unless you publish the course.
okay, let me see if I
The
can.
upper right there, just below student view.
Yeah, just have to move this. Okay, so publish this. Let me
All right.
see. Okay, now let's move
Now
this
go back
over
to
here.
Flip
Now let's go back to Flip. Yeah.
and let's sign up. Our services aren't whoa.
Okay.
Uh-oh, now that's not your, that's not anything you did. Flip is
Okay.
apparently having a problem right now.
Okay.
Shoot, let me see if, trying to get back to see if, oh, that seems to be working. It may be the integration that's not working, integration tool. That's
Yeah,
Now,
interesting.
this is not anything you did wrong.
Okay.
There was an option on that screen where you had the option to choose Google or Microsoft or
Yeah.
Apple. There was an option to just create an account.
Yeah. I do have
sign
an
up.
account because was it this one here? No, this is this one here. So I do have my
Yeah, but
Oh,
you
no.
don't have a Flip account. That's
Wait a minute, I have the Flip account
Oh,
here
there
on a
you
different,
do. There
I
you
do
are.
have it.
Okay, great.
Different browser, yeah, okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
instead of clicking the button for Google, Microsoft, or
Mhm.
Apple, you would click where it said sign in, since you already have an account in Canvas.
Okay,
And then the because you have the integration installed
Mhm.
properly, it wouldn't be taking, you wouldn't be getting that screen.
Mhm.
But you have to sign in to your Flip account from within Canvas so that
okay,
Canvas knows that you are who you say you are. So
okay, let me see.
yeah,
If
there
I
you
can,
go. So now,
if I
now
can
you're going back to
find
your
this.
course.
Yeah, so, let me see.
Click
That's-
Flip
Okay, let me see, here it is, yeah.
and sign in. Go down and sign in with a different email.
Okay,
And you enter the email address that you used when you created your
I have
Flip.
no idea what password, I signed in via Google,
Oh,
so,
try your Gmail. Instead of using the @yahoo.com, try your Gmail account. But that's not going to help with the
that's not gonna recognize
what you
my,
may have to do is create a new Flip account
yeah,
instead of clicking sign up with Google or one of the
Okay.
other services. Just use your district email
that's right,
and a password of your own creation.
yes,
You can have more than one Flip account.
okay,
And then when you go to sign in, do what you're doing here and give
Okay.
it your district email and whatever password you created.
I will try that.
Yeah,
That's
should-
gonna take a little too much time now. I will try that.
but that's undoubtedly why it's messing
It's
with
doing this,
you.
yeah, yeah, okay. Thanks for
But
helping me.
let me know if that doesn't work for you, and we
Okay.
can get back together and work on it again.
Thank you
If
so
you're-
much, Dave.
If you
You've
want to
been
move
most
forward
helpful.
with Flip, and I think it'd be worth it, and I'm more than
Yes.
happy to work with you later.
Thank you
Okay?
so much. I gotta go now, Dave.
I hear
I'll
you.
talk to you
Take care,
later.
Martina. Thanks
Bye-bye.
for coming.
Thank you.
Sam,
Yes, I have questions actually.
good.
So I want to show you.
Please.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Can I share screen?
please.
Okay. So
Okay,
I have linked from my Canvas course shell
right?
to a Flip account, and it's working. But I want to verify. First, I want to show you as a teacher it works. But when I want to double check whether the students can also access
Right,
this topic, it doesn't work. So let me show you. Now I'm a teacher now.
right.
I'm going to click here. That's my assignment.
Your instructions, yeah.
Click here to go to Flip, right?
Right. Click there to
Okay.
load it in a new window, and up comes Flip.
Yeah, okay. So we can stop here. So it works. All right.
Yeah, if you want to see what it's going to look like to the student, click Member View in the upper right there. There's a
All
button
right.
labeled Member View, and that will show you. That's what the students are going to see.
Yeah, so here's the problem.
Whoa. Click try again. Oh, that's because, why would that be?
Maybe the drawing code.
No, you shouldn't need a join code. Canvas takes care of that for you. That may be one of the things you just can't see without an actual student in the course.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah. So I tried. Hold on. Let me show you
go
the
ahead.
other way.
Mhm.
Okay.
I can test this for you and show you.
Yeah.
But
Hold on. So I'm going to go to module
yeah,
and pretend to be a student. Okay.
yeah,
Do you see my
yeah.
cursor?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So now I'm a student. All right. I
Right,
click on this module.
But this student doesn't actually have a real identity that can be transmitted to Flip. So what to
So it's
test
not,
this,
so for you, you have a teacher's account, you have a student account,
I
but for
have
me,
some
I
actual
only have the
student
teacher's
accounts.
account. So
We can
to
use
verify,
that to test this.
I'm sorry.
So I don't think this is going to work using your
Okay.
test student.
Yeah, so let me go
Tell
through
us
this.
anything.
So yeah, so I'm a student now, right?
You are sort
Yeah,
of a
see here.
student.
Yeah, so I
You're
click
your
on this one
virtual
here,
test student.
I see the same thing.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to get, because this
Oh.
student doesn't really exist as far as Flip is concerned. It's
Oh,
okay in Canvas, but this student doesn't exist as far as Flip goes. So let me see, can you go back to the home page of your course?
okay.
And let me see if I can find that course here on my end. Yeah, there we go.
Do you want me to put this into the
DS
chat?
Humanizing Sandbox Lee. Okay, just say I'm going to search for that course in my administrative interface. DS dash humanizing. There you are. Okay, let me share my screen now.
Okay,
If you can kill your share.
I did.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to share. Well, which one have I got to share? I'm going to share that one. Okay. I've got too many screens here. Okay. Now you're seeing my admin screen. I'm going
Yes,
to
the very good resolution. The previous one is, bad resolution.
okay. So this is the course we're talking about, right?
Yes.
All right.
Go
And
to module is on the left lower
why-
upper. Yeah,
I don't
module.
see Flip, however.
right. I didn't make it Flip visible. I put the assignment
Oh,
under module.
Oh, okay. So I should be able to see it under settings. I just want to make sure it's there.
Okay, it is there. Yeah. Go Flip
That
account one.
But that would prevent students from using it. So let's just
Flip
temporarily,
account one.
yeah, let's just temporarily put that up into your course.
Okay,
Okay, we can move that back out in a minute
okay.
and save that. All right, now I'm going to temporarily enroll an actual student account in here.
Okay.
I'm just going to add people. And this is, let's do Stu Test 2 is one of my student test accounts. Add that user. And I'm going to just activate the course for that user. So,
Mhm.
Okay.
So now are you or are you me? No.
No, I'm me, but I'm in your course as an administrator. So I have
Okay.
full privileges. All right. But now we've got this test student 2 account.
Yeah, so can you become a test student too?
Now I can just log out as me
Okay,
and log in as Stu Test 2. There he is. Okay, log in. And I should be able to find your course here probably down at the bottom of my, there it is. We'll take him out of there when we're done with this.
okay.
There we go. Unless you want to use it for something. Actually, I probably ought to take it out because I've got that student in a bunch of different courses. I've
Mhm.
forgotten how many I've got it in. So
Okay.
we'll take that out when we're done. But there it is. And now the student has
Module.
access.
Click on modules.
Go to the modules. There we
Yeah,
go.
there.
And
Click on module 0. Yeah, okay. Go
And
down to the
open
bottom.
new window.
Mhm.
We couldn't find it. Why would that be? Why is that not showing active? Let's try getting to it another way.
Or maybe there's something wrong with the topic. So if we want, we can
Yeah, that's-
create
Let's see if we
the
can even get
flip
to it.
topic
by
from
going
scratch.
to, let me log out as the test student
Mhm.
and log back in as me so I can access that course. I can just access it rather than put myself in there and leave you with something to
Yeah, so
go back and remove. I will, let's see, DS.
yeah, so you log in as you, and then you can go to module again.
Exactly, and look
Yeah.
at it.
Okay.
Yoo-hoo. There it goes.
Modules.
I'm going to, let's go to Flip, which I should have down here, Flip account 1. Let's take a look at that topic and see what's, oh, this is going to take me to my Flip account. No, it's not. Good. Okay. So there are 2 topics.
To the one on the left.
The self-affirming icebreaker. This is it right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you've got a Flip demo as well. Yeah. All right.
So it works. It's a super user.
Generated from a Canvas assignment. That's good. Yeah, it's working for me as the instructor.
It's super. Yeah.
That's normal. That's so there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the topic that I can see.
Or
Let's
we can just create a new topic from scratch, and
Good, yeah. Tell you what I'll probably want to do before doing that is I don't want to get something in there that points back to me in some way that you might
Oh,
not
okay.
be able to get to.
You
So
want
what
me
I'm
to
going
do
to
it
do is use one of
from my side.
I'm going to use an admin tool that allows me to
How would I do that on my side?
you can't do this.
Oh.
I'm going to these are all you. That's interesting. So what I'm going to do is act as you.
Okay.
So this is like logging in as you. So anything that's I do here is going to be accessible to you later.
Okay.
Now here's your, and that was
Yeah, here, this one.
this one.
Right.
It is published. Okay, good. Now, let's first just try creating a topic without adding the extra complexity of the assignment.
Okay.
So I'll go to the Flip account and we'll add a topic. Oh no, this is where it's finding me rather than you. Shoot.
Right.
So I can't do this for you, can I? It's
can walk
ignoring
through.
the fact that I'm acting as you in Canvas and it's
Yeah.
connecting me to my Flip account. So
Right.
we're going to have to do this. I'm going to have to stop acting as you and kill my screen share and let you create
Okay.
the topic. I tried creating a topic without creating an assignment.
Mhm.
See if that works. You can always remove the topic.
Okay. So walk me through.
Okay,
What's the most
Flip link.
common way to do that?
Go to your Flip link in your course menu, down at the bottom, near the bottom. Let's see, Flip link 1.
I did. I
Oh.
don't have it. So let me.
Oh, that could be the problem.
Oh, okay.
Go to navigation
Mhm.
and see if you have it here. If you don't have a Flip and refresh
I-
that.
I should have here.
Oh, there it is. It's in the course menu.
You did that.
Playing. Yeah, you did do that. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
All right,
So nothing to do here.
No, nothing to do there. Just go back
Okay.
to home. And now we should see Flip account 1.
Assignment.
No, let's just create. There it is, Flip account. Let's go straight to Flip and create a topic and make sure that part of it works.
Okay.
We try to find out whether, and you're not signed into your Flip account. Okay. Did you create the Flip account using Google?
No, I created my Flip account using Microsoft. Let me show you.
So you need to go to Microsoft. Go back a page. and,
Let me first show you how I got into my.
There you go. Continue with Microsoft, right? Yeah, and this is what I'd expect. All right. All right, that's the only group you have. That's the assignment.
Right.
Let's just let's go into that group and let's make a topic manually. And call it what you will. Let's make sure this works with that student. Yeah. And just post the topic. Down at the bottom there, yeah. All right, no responses. All right, hold right there and let me try logging in as the test student and see if I can access that one.
Okay, so earlier you saw I logged in, it prompted me for
Yeah.
Microsoft, Apple, Google. Would that be a possible problem?
No, yeah, if you picked the wrong one and it didn't look like you were logged in through
Oh,
Flip was actually activated, and that may have been the problem.
okay. So I
Let's see.
didn't log in continuously, right? So if I close the browser session, then that became logged out.
Right. Let me try this now as the test student. I'm going to share my screen.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the test student. We'll find your course. There it is. And I'll go to, let's try that new one we just put in. I'll go in through Flip. And this is the one you just added.
Yes.
Aha. And I'm accessing it fine. And I can add a response. Yeah, that's all working. All right. Now let's try the assignment. Let's go to the module and see if that
It's not linked yet. Not linked yet.
Right. Okay, now if I'm in as the real student. If I click this and go and load this in a new window. Huh.
No, I'm not linked to the new topic. I think this is still linked to the old topic. So let me create a new assignment.
Yeah, go
And,
ahead and try creating a new assignment now.
Okay.
Let me kill my share and see if that does it. Because yeah, you're right, that assignment may have been damaged by the fact that
Okay.
that's good. And now find Flip. Yep.
And I click this checkbox, right?
That's optional. Doesn't matter.
Okay. And that's it?
That's it. Oh,
Okay.
did you give it yeah, you must have given it a number of points. All right.
Let me put that in the module. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Be sure to publish it, right?
So as a teacher, I can go there. Now let me try as a student.
Let me try it as a student. Because
Okay.
remember, this is one of those situations where your test student that's built into the course is not necessarily going to work because that information is not being shared with Flip. The
Let me,
credential
let me
for
try that
student
first.
is not a real student, in other words. So let me try it. I am logged in. Let me go to the module. Here, I'll share my screen.
Oh, it worked for me.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
Excellent.
so I think that's the
You just
the
weren't
topic.
logged into Flip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the topic was maybe kind of a corrupted or toxic.
Well, no, the problem I think is just that you weren't connected.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Flip didn't know
I'm
who
little bit
you were.
okay. I'm bit not sure. Am I showing my screen or your screen?
I'm seeing your screen. That's your
Let me do that one more time. Okay.
really.
I was thinking maybe that's your screen. Okay, so
No,
here,
that was your screen.
okay, you see leave my student view. So I'm a student now, right?
You are a student. You are a
Okay.
student. So
So let me
maybe this
click on
will work for
modules.
your student. Let's try it.
Let me click on this new one.
That's the new one.
Okay. And new window.
And bing,
It's working. Okay.
you're good.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So I'm taking a professional development course, and that topic I couldn't access was something handed out by my instructor. So they gave that topic to every student in the professional development class,
Yes.
and that one might be toxic or corrupt.
Yeah, that first one is the problem with that first one was that apparently you were not authenticated with Flip when you made it. So
Okay,
Flip
let me go
didn't
to that one again.
add
Hold
it
on.
to your account.
Yeah, let me go to that one again.
Just
So
make
that's this one
sure
here.
That you are low when if you get that sign in prompt
Mhm.
when you try to access Flip, which you will because it will log you out when you log out of Canvas and so on. When you get that prompt, be sure to click where it says continue with Microsoft
Oh,
and let it connect to your Microsoft account.
all
Then
right.
you should be
Okay.
fine. But that first one that you put in there is
Corrupt.
non-functional.
Yeah. So,
So
so again,
you're going to want to
again,
delete that from the module and from your assignments list so
Right.
that you don't accidentally use it.
right. Okay. So this is again, I'm accessing the one handed out by the teacher. Still, I cannot access it.
No, the students are not going to be able to access that one at all.
All right. So show me how to do the continuous login. Let me log out from Flip.
Mhm.
Okay. Where should I click the continuous login?
Continue with Microsoft.
Okay.
But it's going to sign you out sometimes. You can't stop it from doing it.
Okay. So here I just click this, right?
Your SDCCD Microsoft account, and here
Yeah. So there's no place to say continuous login, right?
no, you can't tell it.
Okay.
It will log you out.
Okay.
You log
All
out.
right. You want to try
It
one
will
more
log you
time?
out periodically. They're just doing that to keep the overhead on their servers down.
Right.
They don't need a bunch of logins where people are not actually
Yeah.
operating. So
Because then
if
often people
whenever
go
you
to
get
sleep.
that sign-in screen, just do what you just did. Click continue with Microsoft, tell it use my business Microsoft account, and then it should reconnect you. And do that before you make any new topics or
Okay.
assignments. but it looks like it's working great.
Okay, do you want to double check one more time from your end?
Oh yeah, it's to see if my test student can use that. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Let me,
test student 2.
I'll share my screen.
Okay,
Okay, here I am in your course
mhm,
as test student 2.
okay,
And here's the link.
the
Here's
new
the
one.
assignment that you created.
Mhm.
I click that, and then I load it in a new window. And I'm ready to go.
Okay,
It's working.
all right, good, good. Okay, now before I log out, one more question. So when I took your Clipchamp class,
Oh, yes.
yeah, can Flipchamp allow you to do a voice over?
Oh, in other words, to record the video and then record.
For example, you have a video already with picture
Right.
and sound.
Right.
Can you add
A
another
voiceover to it?
voiceover? Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't tried
Maybe
that.
I had wrong memory. I thought it was possible.
I
But yesterday I did a
think it
search.
probably is, but let's see.
I couldn't find any documentation for a live voiceover. I saw some documentation saying you record a second audio tape,
An
and then
audio
you
track. Yeah.
audio track.
Well,
Then you
that's how you would do that. Yeah.
okay, but that you have to do the timing by yourself.
Yeah.
So you have to
You
watch
have
the
to
video.
Ooh, you have to
Yeah.
put the extra audio clip in the right place on the timeline manually,
Right.
I would think. Let me just try this one. It's
But you don't recall that you can do it live, right? So for example, if you want to make some commentary about a sports video, you want to watch somebody
I
make a
see.
play.
No, you'd have to do it in the editor. You
Okay.
wouldn't be able to do it live. Clip
Okay.
change.
This is not a part of the capability of the
Right.
Clipchamp. Okay.
Yeah, let me find one here where I've actually got the video to work with. Clipchamp sample. Huh, why is it not finding my videos? Oh, it's loading them, sorry.
Yeah, I found that if I play like if I do a screen capture video, my voice from the microphone can interfere with the system audio. So when I speak, the system audio sound would become weaker. And when I stop speaking,
Yes, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
It automatically drops the system audio and then brings
Right.
it back up. Yeah, I've seen that.
yeah, when I stop talking, the system audio become normal again.
Right, that's normal.
Okay.
Okay, let me just do a quick screen recording here. And
I'm still seeing your flip screen.
oops. Forgot to kill that share just a second.
Okay.
Oh no, I've killed the share. Okay, good.
I'm still seeing a
Yeah,
flip.
you would be. You would be.
Okay.
All right, now let me go back and bring up Clipchamp on this monitor. I was working on another screen, that's why you weren't seeing it.
Okay.
Righty, let me bring that over here. I'm going to record this screen. All right, I'm now recording this screen. I've got my Zoom client up if I want to bring up this shows me how I can bring up my settings in my Zoom client. That's good enough. That's all I need. Let's go ahead and stop that recording.
All right, I'm now recording.
That looks fine. I'll save this. All right, so here I've got a video. That out of there.
Yeah, so maybe a better word would be narration. So can you do a voiceover narration over existing video?
I should have started a new project here. Sorry. Let's go new video. There we go. All right. And let me just add a video, something to this to work with rather than recording something. Videos. That can't be very big. All right, I'll open that one. Put that on the timeline.
Can you find something with a sound already?
You in the Outlook web app.
Okay, now I've got a video here in the
Okay.
editor.
Uh-huh.
Now, can I add an audio track to that? Audio. Let's go to audio, add media, or search for stock. No. All right. Let me look over here on record and create. No.
I think I saw something on the internet. You can create a video in Flipchamp and separate the audio track.
That
And
may be
video
what we have to do. Yeah, I was looking to see if there was like a voiceover tool here, but there
Okay.
doesn't appear to be. So, and yeah, that's how you detach the audio. Let's just record an additional video here. Let's do a camera recording. Okay, this is just a sample webcam recording made in Clipchamp that I'm recording just to get the soundtrack.
Okay, this.
All right, save that. Now I have this, here's that recording I just made.
Okay, this is just.
So now if I right click on this video clip and select audio detach, and save the audio. There's the video and audio, but I should be able to just select the video portion of that clip and delete it. Yes. I just hit the delete key on the keyboard. Now I have an audio voiceover that I can add anywhere I like to this original video. Let's try that.
So let's see whether the two tracks interfere with each other.
In the Outlook web app.
Oh, let's see. Let me share this so you can hear what's going on. Sorry about that. That's it. Share sound. There we go. Okay. Bring up your Outlook web app and log in the usual
Okay,
way.
this is just a sample
go to the
webcam recording
settings
made in
icon,
Clipchamp.
little geared wheel. Okay.
I think these two tracks mix pretty well.
Yeah. But notice in this case, since you're not doing this live, it is not dropping the audio off the original audio. So you may have to detach that as well. And let's see, can we lower I don't know if we can.
So how do you remix these three tracks into one?
You can, but you don't have, well, that happens automatically when you export.
Oh, okay.
Everything
Okay.
gets put back together. But no, I don't think once you detach the audio from a clip that you can put it back. But it doesn't, you
Okay,
don't have
okay.
to. It works
But
fine.
you can put it back by export.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Everything will be composite, will be put back together, and it will play as if it were all one clip.
Very
But
good. Okay.
I can mute the sound on this clip.
Yeah, so when you export
More
the two
powerful
audio,
editors, I could, well, let's see.
yeah, when you export the two audio tracks will permanently mixed. You can no longer
They'll mix
separate them.
together, but they're not, but they're both going to be at full volume.
That's fine.
So if I wanted this clip, you say that's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so they'll both play. When I export this, it will have all of it. Let's see.
Yeah, so when you watch like a sports broadcasting, you don't hear the audience roar become weakened when the
Well, that won't
commentator
happen here,
speaks.
though. They're both
Yeah.
both audio tracks are going to play at full volume.
Yeah, I think that's normal.
And here it's rendering this video and it's
Yeah.
putting everything back together.
I remember seeing some YouTube video for in Thailand, some people wrestle alligators, and whenever the commentators speak, the audience roar would weaken. That's very annoying.
Yeah.
So you hear the audience roar, kind of going up, down, whenever the commentator speaks.
Yeah, but that Clipchamp's not going to do that for you automatically.
Yeah, that's nice. That's more natural.
It makes it easier to hear the narrator's interjection.
Right.
But I don't think Clipchamp's going to do that for you.
Hmm.
There is a way you could cause that to happen in the editor by chopping up the audio clip and lowering the volume of parts of it.
Okay.
But let's see. Let's see if I can get that one. Oh, it's not done yet. But that will play just like this.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Link preview in the Outlook web app. Bring up your Outlook web app and log in the usual way.
Okay, this is just a sample
go to the
webcam
settings
recording made in
icon,
Clipchamp.
little geared wheel in the upper right
recording
corner
just
of
to
the
get the
page.
soundtrack.
So that's exactly what it'll sound like.
Okay.
So what we could do is go right to the beginning of this audio clip where I've put it. I can put it anywhere I want, time-wise. And I could split this audio clip there and there. Okay, so now I have 3 audio clips you won't be able to tell
bring
that.
up your Outlook web app and log in the usual
Okay.
way.
But what I can now do, I think I can lower the volume on this clip.
Mhm.
How do I do that? Let's see. Let's select that clip, go to audio. Here we go. It's over here. I wasn't looking at it.
Okay.
Let's try that. Let's drop that audio down. And let's see if it does that.
Bring up your Outlook web app and log in the usual Okay, way. this is just a
Go to
sample
the
webcam
settings
recording made in
icon,
Clipchamp.
here. Notice this
Yeah.
audio now stands out.
Right.
This one is reduced in volume. So if you want the original audio of the clip to fade down
Mhm.
while you're talking, you have to do that by doing what I just did. You have to split the audio clip out and then lower the volume using the volume control.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah. So the narration would dominate.
The narration will dominate. And
Yeah.
then as soon as the narration finishes,
Then I'm recording just to get the soundtrack. And select options from the menu.
then the soundtrack of the original video pops back up to the normal audio, normal
Okay.
level.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
that's-
think in some nature documentary, I do hear this kind of effect. But in sports, they usually do not lower the volume of the roar because they want to
right.
the TV audience to feel how loud it is.
Well, and one thing I could do to cause this clip, this audio clip to stand out would just be to increase its volume.
Right.
Okay. And now
Outlook web app and log in the usual. Okay, this is just a sample webcam recording made in.
so now even if the original clip's audio were at the same level as it was before, if I raise the audio, the volume of the narrator's voice over here, it will still stand out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I also, now I think about it, often I hear news reports in a foreign country. The foreigner would speak at a full volume until the interpreter voiceover starts to play. When that happens, the foreigner's voice will become like only 25%. You can barely hear some sound. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you check the
But you
MP4
have no
on your?
idea what tool was used to create that video.
Yeah.
And there are, like, if I create a video like that in Camtasia and I do a voiceover, I think it will do that automatically.
Okay.
Clipchamp is not that sophisticated.
Yeah.
It's a nice tool, but if you really want to get into much more complex video editing capabilities, you at minimum need something like Camtasia.
Okay.
Camtasia
Can you go to your
or-
computer and double check the MP4 file and verify that both audio tracks are exported and mixed?
Yes. Yeah, let's see. Let's go back and see if we,
On your hard drive.
right. All right.
Turning off link preview
This is the
in the Outlook web app.
rendered video.
Bring up your Outlook web app and log in the usual Okay, way. this is just a sample
go to
webcam
the settings
recording made in
icon,
Clipchamp.
little- Okay. Both
Okay, that's-
soundtracks are in the final render, in the final
So
product.
both audio tracks were exported. Good,
Yes.
very good.
Absolutely.
Now, the last thing, can you cut the links into my courses? Because, yeah, just in case you forget, you have too many courses.
I'm sorry.
So can
You
you
just be
remove
sure
the
that you
links into my
retain the
courses,
link.
into my Canvas courses?
Yeah, I didn't, um,
I think you said you want me to
right,
remind you
I
before
did
we.
record, when I exported this,
No, I'm talking about the flip course, no, the Canvas course, the
Oh.
humanizing.
right.
Yeah.
If you embed this video or link this video into your Canvas course,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, I was talking about earlier from your Canvas account, you made a link into my my own Canvas courses.
right.
And you said before we finish the meeting today, you want to delete those courses
Oh,
of your,
yeah, let me get those out of there for you.
so you will not be too crowded, yeah, on your side.
Well, no, it's not going to hurt, not going to bother me, but you don't want, you don't want the test student probably in there.
Right.
So I need to go and log back in as me so I can take that student out of your course. And I had to do that. I had to find the course. I have to go to the admin tool here and search for
Humanizing.
human.
It's a hyphen. It's a hyphen. Yeah.
It is. Sorry. Keep doing that. There you are. I go in there and I can go to people and I can remove that test student from the course. Okay, do you want to retain access to that Flipgrid demo course that we were using, or do you want me to take you out of that?
I don't remember. So we can keep everything, everything
I
else
can
is
leave
okay.
you in there. It will show up on your dashboard, but you can hide it if you want using the trick that I
Yeah,
showed.
I think it's okay. Okay, so don't worry about it.
Okay, but anyway, the test student is out of there, so you
All
don't
right.
have to worry about somebody using that test student accessing your course. So,
Right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
my
Oh,
pleasure,
yeah, by the
Sam.
way,
Great
I
questions.
have, by the
always.
way, I have a homework due Sunday night. So if I think I got everything working, but just in case got something stuck, can I send you an email? Maybe
Of
you can.
course.
Yeah.
Of
Okay.
course.
Yeah. All right.
Matter of fact, if something urgent happens,
Uh-huh.
let me give you my cell phone number.
Okay. Let me send an email to myself.
In case something you need an emergency. There's
Yeah,
my
hold on,
cell
let
phone
me
number.
send me an email.
You can text me.
Okay.
And I'll get it in instantly. You won't have to wait until I check my email. If it's late
Okay.
Sunday night, I may not be checking my email.
Okay.
If you need to get in touch with me in a hurry, that
Okay.
you can text a message to that, and I'll
Okay.
hear it.
What's the number?
I'm sorry.
What's the number?
There it's in the chat tool.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me.
Did you get it? Okay.
No, hold on.
Okay. I just prefer to not have that as part of the recording.
Right. Sure. By the way, is there a link to the slides, PowerPoint?
Oh, yes, just a second. I did not put that in the chat. I'll put that in the when I post it, I'll put that in, but let me give you that right now.
Okay.
To get that.
Yeah, I heard during the pandemic, Boise was #1 in real estate appreciation.
It
Like
was
70%.
the most overheated real estate market in the country.
Yeah, like increase
Second-
70%
And
over
the second
2 years.
worst was Coeur d'Alene, which is about 40 miles south of me here.
Okay.
Yeah, and my house almost at the height of the craziness, my house was supposed to be worth 3 times what I paid for it
Okay.
up here. It
Yeah,
was
3 times is not unusual, but over 2 years is like almost doubled. It is unusual.
that is unusual. That's a very mild word to
Yeah.
use
So
for
it's kind of a counterintuitive.
crazy.
Yeah. So when the pandemic started, people were thinking maybe some people will lose their jobs and there will be a crash in the real estate market. But on the opposite, it went red hot.
It went red hot because people were fleeing the cities. It went
Right.
red hot in certain places.
Yeah.
Um,
And the people didn't travel and didn't eat out, so
yeah.
they have more cash. Let
And
me
yeah,
copy that.
people were getting 3 and 4 offers. I've got a neighbor down the street who I know paid about 920,000 for her house,
Mhm.
and she's got it listed right now for 1.6 million.
Wow. For
And-
how long? How long did he hold it?
She's owned it for about a year and a half.
Okay, so year like more than $500,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the link in the chat tool.
Yeah, I saw it. Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming, Sam.
Okay,
You got-
bye.
You got great questions. I really appreciate you showing up.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care.